Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. I'm so glad you're here to hang out with me for what I believe is my most interesting empties and low buy update ever. This has been a crazy month for me. Really good on the empties, really bad on the low buy update. Haven't spent a ton of money, but a lot of stuff has come in and I'm really excited to talk to you about what it all is. So let's get into it. Let's start with my empties. First of all, I have a couple of hair care products that I finished in the past month. They are both shampoo and conditioner from Dove. I was sent these quite a while ago through Influencer for review purposes. And I am always grateful to receive staple products that I need anyways so that I could use them and review them and enjoy them. So this was awesome. It's been a long time since I've used Dove, but you know, it's a good drugstore product and they're still around. So if you haven't bought any Dove hair care products, this is your reminder that Dove is still around. Of course, I'm pretty sure Dove is not cruelty free, so I don't think I would be going out to buy these myself, but they did a good job at making my hair feel clean and conditioned. I don't give myself any points for these, so they are just empties. I have an itty bitty perfume sample this month, and that is my Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. This was in my Advent Calendar project pan, and yeah, always happy to move out a sample, especially one that does not have a pss, pss kind of a thing. It was one of these things. It's just a total pain in the butt. So I enjoyed the scent, but it's not a scent I would consider purchasing a full size of, and I'm glad it's gone. For the body, I finished another body wash. Very exciting. For those of you keeping track, we are really getting down there as far as my body wash inventory. This is the Bath & Body Works Beautiful Day Body Wash. This was in my Love It or Leave It project for the summer, and I didn't quite finish it by the finale, but it is now gone. I think I needed another week to finish it off. The kids, my kids, Ron and Hazel, have started taking showers in my shower recently, just in the last couple months. They always took baths upstairs, and just recently they started taking showers, which has kind of worked well because they're only 6 and 8, so I kind of was still getting away with sticking them both in the bathtub, but they're huge. My kids are really big for their age and they weren't fitting in there, and so right around the time that I was trying to figure out, you know, am I gonna run 2 separate baths for 2 separate kids, Hazel became comfortable with the idea of taking a shower, and we've been running with that. So they've actually been using my body wash with me instead of the baby soap that we have upstairs. So I've been having some extra help on finishing off my body wash lately. But this was an apple-y scent. It was okay. It was gifted to me by, I think, a parent years ago. So I didn't purchase this, but it was a really nice gift to receive from a parent for Christmas one year. And I have one less body wash. Yay! I also finished another deodorant. This is the Native deodorant in the scent Cucumber and Mint. This did not work for me. I was so shocked. I generally love Native deodorants, but I am learning that for me personally, some scents are hits and some scents are misses. The Cucumber and Vanilla scent is amazing. I love that scent. And right now I'm using a limited edition scent from the summer called Jungle something. Not Jungle Fever. What is it called? Hold on. It is called Jungalow, not Jungle Fever. It just says Paradise Flower and Amber, and this is working for me so much better. I was a little worried after this was such a fail. And I know people who swear by the Cucumber and Mint scent. It is their go-to, but this didn't work for me at all. Like, I was funky within a couple of hours of putting this on. It was just a shame. So I'm glad it's gone. It smells nice, but it just didn't work. It smells great, but it didn't work. So Jungalow is working out much better for me, and I'm glad to have this now. Okay, I have several products for the face. First of all, I have this little sample from Misha, the Super Aqua Ultra Waterful Cream. I just recently pulled this in my Advent Calendar a few days ago, and I used it up. It only had 1 use in it. I thought it might have 2 or 3, but nope, it was just 1 use. I actually thought this was a lovely product, but I'm probably not going to track this down to buy a full size, but I did think it was really good. I also finished this to Elsa? I don't know what that's, I don't know. Kombucha Detox Essence. I'm not a big fan of essences. I am not the type of person that feels like I need an essence in my routine. However, when I do run across them and I can review them for free, I don't pass up the opportunity. And so I did receive this from 0.8L for review purposes. I thought it was good, but like I said, I don't feel like I need an essence in my routine. And typically when I'm working on an essence, I skip the serum because it's just too much. So I do one or the other. And I know a lot of people say like you put the essence on first and then you put the serum on, but it just seems like too much. So I kind of use this as my serum and I'm glad it's gone. But if you like essences, this might be a good one for you. It's KBeauty. Everything from 0.8L is KBeauty. Oh, good job. Wash your hands. I also finished my Origins Checks and Balances Frothy Face Wash. I bought this sometime around November last year, so I haven't had it for that long, and it did last a really long time. This is another face wash where like a pea-sized amount was more than enough. If I used any more, it was way too much, and I could basically take it down to like my chest. So this, I've been working on this for months and months and months. It was really good. Even after I emptied the bottle out, I added water twice and used it for like another 2 weeks. It just kept going and going and going. I bought this because Samantha Ravendall raved about it, and it is a really, really good face wash. It does have a minty scent, which was one of the things that I was really drawn to. I like the idea of a face wash with a minty scent to it. That being said, I believe Origins is not cruelty-free, so I'm glad I tried it and it was fun, but I know there's a lot of good face washes that are cruelty-free out there, so I think I would try to steer towards those instead of this. But I thought this was a great morning time face wash. I wash all my makeup off at night and then I take a shower in the morning, and I like this for my morning face wash because my face was already clean and I didn't need something like really like deep cleansing, and this was kind of a fairly light feeling. It didn't feel like it was stripping my skin. Yeah, I just really liked it. I also finished an eye cream. This is the Body Shop Oils of Life Intensely Revitalizing Eye Cream Gel. I have really developed a bit of a love affair for products that come from the Body Shop. I really like their products. I have used other eye creams. I've used other like serums and moisturizers. And this one was interesting. I didn't love this. What I discovered was that this eye gel is very, very, very lightweight. Like you put it in and it soaks in and it disappears. And I don't really want that for nighttime. I want something that I feel like is gonna sit there on my eyes all night long and treat my skin and prevent wrinkles. So what I ended up using this for was morning time only. And in the morning, this is perfect because like I said, it soaks right in and disappears. So that's great. I could put it on my eyelid, I could put it on my under eyes, and then I could put a full face of makeup on top, and I didn't feel like this messed with that at all. So I thought this was a really good morning time night cream, but the entire time I was working on this, I was using a different eye cream for night, and I don't know if I'm ready to get to that level of extraness where I have a morning eye cream and a night eye cream. Like I kind of like the simplicity of just having one cream that works for day and night. So I don't know if I would repurchase this or not, but I do love products from the Body Shop. And if you have access in general to products from the Body Shop, I would recommend almost anything from this line. I just love their products. Okay, let's move on to makeup. I got quite a few products. I've been saying for months and months and months, like I just know there's so many almost empties. Like every month there's this, you know, these handful of products that are so close to being gone, but they're not gone just yet. They're finally gone now. I'm so excited. First of all, I have my Physicians Formula Super BB Cream. I finally finished this off. This was also in my Labor of Love It project, and I was on the fence about whether or not I had actually finished it because it was really sputtering at the finale, but I did end up using it for like another 2 weeks after the finale. So I didn't quite get it done by the finale, but it is gone now. I have not cut the package open yet, but I do still plan to do that. However, at this point, I am considering this an empty. I cannot get any more product out. And this is such a good product that I will cut it open and scrape out all of the product and use it up that way. Same thing with this. This is my Ultima 2 Glotion. This was in my A to Z project pan. Yeah. And I cannot get any more product out of the bottle just by hanging it upside down and shaking it. But I know there's still some product in there. So I'm gonna get that spatula that Elizabeth gave me and I'm gonna scrape out what I can. And I think I'm just gonna put these two in the same container because that's how I was applying it to my face anyways. I was mixing them all on my face. So I'm going to be mixing these two together in a separate container, but I cannot get anything more out of here just by hanging it upside down and dumping it. So I'm calling this an empty as well. I finally finished my sample of Urban Decay Eden. This was such a good product. I don't think I've ever tried the Eden formula. I believe Eden is the anti-aging one. I could be wrong. I'm not sure, but I feel like Eden was the anti-aging one. I really like this. I really liked it a lot. And if one day I ever use up all of my eye primers, I would consider buying this in a full size. It was really good. This was the container that I was keeping it in. It is now empty, and I'm probably going to be dumping those two foundation products into this container as soon as we're done filming. Okay, I really don't know which product to show you next because they're all just so good. I have some good empties this month. Let's talk about the one you guys have already seen if you watch all of my videos. I finally finished my Pure Go Nude palette. OMG, I've been working on this for over 3 years. I think I started in January of 2018, 2019, 2020, 3 years and 9 months, you know, no big deal. I have finally finished my Pure Go Nude palette. There was one remaining shadow in this palette and I was using it as a brow powder for like 1.5 years now, and it is finally gone. I am so excited to have another palette out. This is my first like palette with eyeshadows that's leaving my collection. I've panned a couple of face palettes before, but this is my first eyeshadow palette leaving my stash. So it's kind of a big deal. I'm kind of a big deal now that I've panned this palette. I'm joking, but I am really excited and proud to have finally finished this palette. I just stuck with it. It was my Pan That palette in 2018, and once 2018 ended and I still had tons of product left in here, I just kept using it here and there. The consistency stopped with this palette, but I never stopped using it. You know, I wasn't using it as consistently, but I never really stopped. So, yep, there it is. Very exciting. Next, I finished my ColourPop Lunch Money Super Shock Cheek Highlight. OMG, talk about another product that I've been working on forever. I think I had pan on this back in like 2017, and then I stopped using it for several years, and I picked it up again at the beginning of last year thinking I could finish it off in like 6 months, and here we are 20 months later and it's finally gone. It took so much longer to finish this off than I had estimated when I put it back in a project last year, but it is finally gone. I am now working on a highlighting stick from Josie Maran, that's in my past, present, future project pan. So I'm really excited to have this gone. It's not as good as this one. This is the best, but it's okay. I'm working on it. I also finished my loose powder from Salty Cosmetics. It is technically a mineral eyeshadow, but I never really felt like it was an eyeshadow. So I used it to set my eye primer as like a, you know, skin colored eyeshadow to set my eye primer. So I finally finished that off as well. This is in my past, present, future project pan also, and I've had it for a long time. And my inventory for loose eyeshadows has been like steady for like 4 years. So I'm really excited that for the first time in a very, very, very long time, this category is going down by 1. I will still have like 89 loose eyeshadows, so, but I'm down 1. And the final 2 products that are empties for this month are both mascaras. I'm finally calling it quits on both of these. for very different reasons. Let's talk about the L'Oreal one first. This is a L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. I don't know who recommended it, but I know for a fact that somebody on YouTube said this is a great mascara, and I bought it. And I didn't use it for a long time. So I forgot all about why I bought it or what this YouTuber said was so great about it. So I was completely shocked when I finally opened it up several months ago and saw that this was the wand. I just did not see that coming. This ended up being the most amazing wand and the most amazing formula. I loved it so much. It was such a good mascara. It really lengthened, it held a curl, it didn't smudge, it didn't flake. It was such a good mascara. So when I finally realized that it wasn't doing its job anymore, I mean, I don't know how many months I used it, but I used it for a long time. And it finally one day I realized it wasn't working as much as it should. And I was really needing to go into a newer mascara. After using this one, I thought, you know, Paula, this is done. I looked over and I remembered that I have this Rimmel Scandalize. And I've been trying to pan this for years and years and years. And I can never really make any progress with this mascara because I hate the wand. I just think the wand is ridiculously big and useless. And for some reason, every single time I run this through my lashes, I feel like it does nothing. And I keep thinking this is a bad wand and I don't know what's bad about it. I don't know why it's not working. But when I get done brushing my eyelashes, they don't look any different. But because I knew there was an absolute ton of product in this tube, I kept it and I kept thinking, try it again. You know, we'll try to make it work. So after I finished this L'Oreal mascara, I thought, you know what? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the wand and stick it in here and use this wand to apply this mascara. So I stuck it in there and I swirled the wand around, and oh my gosh, the blob of mascara that came out on this wand was huge and horrendous. And so then I stuck the product in here and got it, you know, to a normal amount, and I started using it, and it just didn't work the same way that the L'Oreal mascara worked. So the problem is not just the wand in this mascara. The problem is the formula of this mascara too. I don't like the wand. I don't like the formula. I'm calling it quits. I tried many, many times to make it work with this wand, It's not working. I don't know what the problem is with this mascara, but it just doesn't work for me. And I'm ready to accept that and move on with my life because I've really spent a lot of time trying to make it work. So I am getting rid of both of these. This one because it's gone, and this one because it sucks. All right, those are all of my empties for the month of September. This is the best month I've had probably all year long, not just as far as the amount of empties, but also as far as them all being, pretty much all being like full size empties. There was a lot of product that I finished here, not to mention a whole palette, which is pretty awesome. So good month for empties for the month of September. Let's move on to the low buy update because here is where it gets really interesting. So just as a reminder, I've been in the hole again with my low buy for a few months now. I use a 1-out, 2-in formula for every beauty product that comes into my life, except for categories that I consider to be under control. For example, eye creams, moisturizers that have SPF, serums. There's not a whole lot. I don't have a lot of categories that are under control, but I have a couple. So if something new should come into one of those categories, I will not count that against my low buy, but everything else is 1 point for an empty, 2 points for any new product coming in. So I've gotten myself into a little bit of trouble over the last few months, and walking into the beginning of September, I had a deficit of 22 points in my low buy update. It's not good. It's not good at all. With all of the empties that you are seeing here, I have decided to give myself 11.5 points towards my low buy bank. So that would bring me to a deficit of only 10.5 points. That is amazing. 10.5 points deficit would be so much progress. The question is, has anything new come into my life? And if you've been keeping up with my videos lately, you already know the answer. Something new has come in. Lots of things have come in. A shocking amount of things have come in. So I need to tell you guys about them right now and come clean, and we need to discuss how this affects my low buy bank, because it's not going to be good. It is going to be really bad. It's epic how bad it is. Let's start with a couple of products that are not going to count against my low buy, because everything else is. First of all, I received an eye cream for review from Octoly. This is the Sunday Riley 5-star retinoid and niacinamide eye serum. It comes with this adorable packaging. I mean, that is just beautiful to look at. I tend to not fall for packaging, but that is very pretty. And it comes with this cool plastic applicator. And what I will say about this product is that it is the greasiest, oiliest, shiniest product I've ever used on my eyes. And this is a nighttime eye serum, so I cannot use this during the day. It would be great paired with that Body Shop eye gel, because that I could use during the day and this one I could use during the night. They recommend that you put it in between your eyes where your 11s are likely to show up, like on your brow bone and like all over your under eyes. Well, the first few nights that I was testing this out, I went ahead and put some on my eyelids too, so like right here. And after about 2 days of applying this to my eyelids, I did notice my eyelids were burning a little bit. So there are definitely some active ingredients in this product, but you do not want this product to sit on your eyelids all night long. And so after a couple of days of realizing that my eyelids were not very comfortable, I stopped putting this on my eyelids and I started just putting it where they said, brow bone, in between the eyebrows and like underneath the eyes, and I never had any burning sensation again. But the active ingredients in this product are definitely going to affect the thin skin on your eyelids. So that was interesting to learn. This has 6% retinoid complex, centella, oh my gosh, Asiaticoside, poppy seed, and ceramides. Targeting and gentle anti-aging treatment for the delicate eye area. This wrinkle-fighting serum is powered by a 6% retinoid complex and bioactive Centella asiatica to support healthy collagen. I don't think anybody under the age of 35 needs this in their life, but if you are over 35 and you are looking for some serious moisturization on your eye area while you sleep, I would check this out. It is seriously the thickest, greasiest, oiliest product I have ever used in my life, and it definitely has some strong active ingredients because my skin can usually handle anything. I don't get like sensitive areas, so the fact that my eyelids were sensitive to this product really goes to show that the ingredients in it are very active. The good news is that eye serums are not part of my low buy, so I'm not charging myself any points for this product. But I really enjoyed it, and I'm really grateful to Octoly and Sunday Riley for sending me this product for review purposes. Okay, next I have another product that I received from Octoly for review. This is the Catrice Hydro Plumping Serum. It has hyaluronic acid in it. I was pleasantly surprised with this product. I haven't had a chance to look up the price of it, but I'm guessing if it's like all the other Catrice products that I've ever seen, it is quite affordable. This is 30 milliliters, so it's a one fluid ounce bottle, and it is thick. It is very thick, and when I'm first applying it to my skin, it feels heavy and thick, and within seconds, it disappears into nothing, and it dries down so fast. So just to get an idea of how thick this is, I mean, you could see right there, I hope. It's a super thick, clear serum. I think it has a nice smell. Yeah, this has a very nice smell. I don't know if it would bother you if you have a sensitivity to smells. It's slightly floral, slightly earthy. Once this product dries down, I don't smell it at all, but I do kind of enjoy the scent as I'm applying it. My only complaint about this, I don't know if a dropper style bottle is the best packaging for a product this heavy. I think an airless pump would have been more ideal. I'm assuming that they went with this bottle to cut costs because I'm guessing an airless pump bottle is more expensive. I could be totally wrong in making that up, so I'm not sure. But I did really enjoy this. I thought it was really good. This is safe to be used day or night. Yes, this is a serum that can be used day or night. I really liked it. I thought it was really good. I will leave a price on here somewhere. But thank you again to Octoly and Catrice for sending this my way for review purposes. I've really been enjoying it. And I would 100% consider purchasing a bottle of this once this is gone. I really liked it. It's good. And I'm assuming it's affordable. I meant to check that beforehand. Okay, the rest of the products are all going to count against my low buy. First of all, I have the 2 products that were sent my way from my friend Elizabeth. She is at Cookie Pans over on Instagram. She's one of my virtual besties. I love her very much. I've never met her in real life, but I hope to one day. I hope to meet you one day, Elizabeth. But she sent me these 2 products in a care package with a bunch of cool things that came from the UK. I unboxed that entire package in my Do Japan My Battleship update. So if you missed it, you could catch it in that video. But this is a blush / bronzer, and this is the Benefit 1 Hot Minute face powder. It's kind of a bronzy face powder. So she sent both of these my way, and these will be counting against my low buy. I also received a perfume for review. I can't believe it. This was also gifted to me from Octoly. I've been on a roll with Octoly and I've been loving life. I'm having so much fun. This is YSL's Black Opium, but it's not the regular Black Opium. It's Black Opium Extreme. Yes, that's what it is. It is Black Opium Extreme. I was really curious to know what this smelled like because the original Black Opium is delightful. I love that scent. It's got a lot of like sweet vanilla. This one I don't think is better than the original Black Opium. It actually reminds me a lot of another scent that I have and enjoy a lot. It's one of my favorite scents, but I don't need 2 that smell exactly the same. And the scent that this reminds me so much of is Angel by Terry Mugler. This smells a lot like Angel, and I actually went so far as to check the notes of the 2 perfumes, and they don't have a lot of overlap, but both of them mention patchouli. And so I'm wondering if that smell that I'm smelling in this perfume is patchouli, because that was the one common overlapping scent. The description of the perfumes are very similar. They're warm, they're like a warm and spicy, sweet gourmand scent. So both of the perfumes state that that's how they describe them. But then when they're actually listing the notes, there's not a lot of overlap other than the patchouli. I will 100% use this and enjoy it, but I think if I had to choose between this and the original Black Opium, I would still choose the original. And I would just use Angel from Terry Mugler if I wanted this scent. This is a 30 milliliter bottle. It will take me a long time to get through this, but you know, when you get the opportunity to review a very fancy high-end perfume, I don't pass it up. That's just me. I don't pass up opportunities like that. But this is definitely going to count against my low buy. This is a product I received from Influencer. This is, I think it's called OC. It could be Osé. I don't know. I had never heard of this brand before. It's a Seabiotic water cream. This product is recommended morning and night. I've really been enjoying this, but I really only think it can be used at night. It's a little too heavy for daytime. This is a very thick, moisturizing night cream. Well, it's not a night cream, it's a day and night cream, but it's a moisturizer. If you have extremely dry skin, or if you are in an environment that has 0 humidity and your skin just is a shriveled up prune, first of all, I'm sorry. And second of all, I think you could possibly use this during the day. But for me, where I'm at, where we are with the weather right now, this is too much for the daytime. So I've only been using this at night. It literally smells like nothing. I have never smelled something that smells so much like nothing before in my life. This has 0 scent to it. It's amazing. I cannot smell a single thing. So if you truly like unscented products, this might be your jam. Of course, it also has a little bit of a blue tint, which I kind of love. I love anything that's tinted blue. And yes, overall, I was pleasantly surprised with this product, but I would only use this at night. And somebody else, somebody that I follow on Instagram also received this product for review from Influencer, and they confirmed it and said the same thing. So I knew I was on the right track when their post said the same thing, because I felt the same way. It's too much for daytime. But that being said, I really have been enjoying it. Okay, I don't know if you're keeping track with what's coming in and what's going out, but this is the last product that came in the past month, and oh boy, I knew the second I saw this, I was delighted and also terrified for what this meant for my low buy. It's not good for my low buy, but it's great for me. I received the Pat McGrath Holiday Palette. This is called the Mothership Mega Celestial Odyssey Palette. I received this from Influencer for review purposes, and oh my gosh, was I like a kid in a candy store when I found out that I was getting this palette for review. I was so excited and grateful. I'm grateful to have this palette for review. I've really been enjoying it. I am on day 2 of 10 looks with this eyeshadow palette, so there will be a video coming with 10 looks using this eyeshadow palette. Here is what she looks like right here. I mentioned in a video recently that one of the shades did break on the way over here, and although I haven't been able to really keep up with other people that have been sent this palette for review, Elizabeth told me that she's seeing other people mentioning that this same shadow broke in their palettes when they received it. So I don't know what's going on with the formula of this shadow in particular, but it's a little bit more delicate, which is a shame because I think a lot of us feel like this is probably the most interesting shade in the whole palette, and it's a shame that, you know, it's breaking on a lot of people. And although I was able to save about half of the product, I have like green glitter all over the palette. This is supposed to be black, but there's green glitter all over it, just sprinkled. And I've tried to clean that up, and every time I open this palette up, it's back. So I don't know if there's more product like falling out of the pan, or if it's coming from, I don't know where it's coming from. But I also have a lot of eyeshadow. Like if you look at this golden shade here, there's still a lot of green shadow just sitting on top of that pan. So as I'm trying out these shadows, I am trying.
I'm hungry.
I know, but I need to finish this, and I'm almost done. But if you keep interrupting me, I cannot ever finish. So as I'm trying out these different shadows in my 10 looks, I'm trying to pick up the loose shadow that's sitting on top and, you know, use it up or get rid of it. But yeah, it definitely, you know, it sucked a little to have a broken shade on this gorgeous palette that I was so lucky to be gifted, but it is what it is. I did repress it. This is an 18 pan palette. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes. This is an 18 pan palette, and I have decided that I'm not going to count that shade against my low buy since it was broken and half of it's gone and I had to repress it. I figured it's fair to only charge 17 pans in this palette against my low buy. So that's what I'm doing. I've already decided it. But I am enjoying this palette so far. Today I have this shade all over my lid with the matte brown in the crease, and this shade on my brow bone and my inner corner highlight. Loving it. It's just easy. It matches my shirt like really perfectly. This is just such a beautiful like fall caramely bronzy shade. Love it. I don't know when I'm going to have all 10 looks in for this palette, but keep an eye out for that video if you're interested in seeing what 10 looks I create using this palette. All right, let's get back to my low buy update. So with the 11.5 points I gave myself towards my low buy, that put my bank at a negative 10.5 points. However, with all of the things I just showed you, that is 21 products times 2 going against my low buy. So like I said, it's 1 out, 2 in. So 17 pans plus a point for all those individual products times 2 is 21 products. So that's 42 points against my low buy.
1, 2, 3.
I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
7, 8.
So as of September 30th, my low buy bank is now at negative 52.5.
18, 19, 20, 21.
I don't have my previous low buys from any other year, but I'm pretty sure my low buy bank has never been that bad. I don't think so. Yeah, that's a new record. It's also the best month I've had this whole year as far as empties. So 11.5 points towards my low buy is the best month I've had, but it's also the worst month ever as far as being 52.5 points in the hole. It is atrocious. I'm going to be digging myself out of this hole for a long time. And the crazy thing is, I didn't buy any of this. None of this meant money out of my pocket. It all came to me either as a gift from Elizabeth or free for review from Influencer or Octoly. So that's the crazy thing, is that I didn't spend any money on makeup this month. I'm still being a good girl. And Elizabeth has tried really, really hard to convince me to not count these things against my low buy, to just count the things that I've spent money on against my low buy, which, don't get me wrong, I am tempted to do. It is very tempting to change my rules and say I'm not going to count these things against my low buy. But here's the thing. At the end of the day, my goal is to have less stuff. It's never been about how much money I spend or save. That's never really been what my low buy is about. It's about getting to a point where I have less overall. I think when I started my low buy in December of 2018, I gave this analogy, but I'll give it again because it's been a long time. But basically, if you could imagine every beauty product, every nail polish, every perfume, every face wash, every piece of makeup piled up on the floor in a big mountain. My goal in the long run is to have that pile be smaller. I want that pile to be smaller, and eventually I want it to be reasonable, whatever that is. I don't know what reasonable is anymore, but I would like to have a reasonable amount of stuff. And so that's what my low buy is really about. It's great that I didn't spend any money on makeup, but all of these products came into my life in the past month, and they need to be accounted for through my low buy. And that's the whole point, is to account for the stuff coming in, because I want more stuff going out than what's coming in. And as long as that's happening, I know I'm on the right track. But as long as I have a negative balance of 52.5 points, I'm not heading in the right direction. And I know that my mountain of stuff is growing instead of shrinking. So that's what this is all about. I hope that helps. I hope that description helps any of you who can't believe that I'm charging all these things against my low buy bank, even though I didn't pay for any of them, because I didn't spend any money on makeup or skincare or anything this past month, but these things did come in, and I want to account for them so that we're staying on top of the ultimate goal of having less. There you have it. So that is going to be it for my empties for the month of September and my low buy update. What do you guys think? Oh my goodness, can you believe it? I know I can't. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.